It's funny. What does being a leader actually mean? For me, being a leader means a couple of things. But why should you guys listen to me? Well, look, I run a company. It's called Clientele Boosters. You know, it has over 30 people in the team. Melbourne, Sydney, Tasmania, Eastern Europe, Philippines, Dubai. Okay, we've got a versatile team. I've been running it for 5+ years. We helped over 150 clients over 15, 25 different industries. Okay. And look, I've learned a thing or two about leadership. And one thing I first will say is that it is a lifelong journey. I am so young into the game of leadership. I only started really participating in leadership activities perhaps when I was 10 or 11, in school. But when it came to a business standpoint, 18, 19 years old. Okay. So I'm 6 years into the game of leadership. I've got so much to learn. That's number one. It's a lifelong game, right? The second thing I've learned is that you actually can't, your team will never grow, or your business cannot grow past your level of personal growth. So I'll give you an example. When I was 20 years old, I had the goal of reading 80 books in the year. I hit about 61 books. But whilst I was also reading all those books, I also set up on a goal just to get as much knowledge in me. So I'll take a lot of courses and online courses and free courses and paid courses on things like Facebook ads and personal development and neurolinguistic programming and sales and mindset and Snapchat and TikTok and all these other things, and other industries, right? And it was great because at that time, my agency was just before March 2020, about to hit its first 10K month. COVID happened, pretty much was back to $1,000, a couple $100 a month. And I realized the skill deficiency that I had. So time goes by, I get some corporate jobs, and, by the time it's 2021, I get really sick. I push myself too hard. And I realized that my biggest deficiency at the time was actually cold calling. And it's funny because that was something that I had avoided. Okay. So I work at a really fast growing tech company called Podium when I was younger for about 9 months. And I was able to really hone in and sharpen my cold calling skills because I was cold calling through COVID. Okay. And to do that was tough, but built resilience. Whew! It built some resilience. So now fast forward 2-3 years later, cold calling's whatever to me. It's second nature. Yeah, easy. Psychologically, it's not that hard for me. I can deal with the uncertainty, and I know it's a volume game essentially and the skill. But I could not get back at 21 to the 10K month with my agency at that time because there was the skill gap of the cold calling, and cold calling got me to my first 20K month. You know what I mean? By 23-ish years old. So again, the benefit was I needed to level up to a certain level to then get my business to a certain level of revenue. And now I know that for me to get to, which is my next milestone, 1 to 200K a month in revenue, I think that might be actually faster than I think, but anyway, that's private information. There's going to be another level of leadership that I'm going to have to access or skill. So it's a game of actually noticing your blind spots, and you can fix those blind spots with mentors. You can hire people for help. You can look at resources. But essentially, the quicker you can erase, as Alex Hormozy says, that ignorance debt, the faster you're actually able to level up and remove that skill gap, which takes you to that next level. So that's the second thing. And the third thing, to keep us succinct today, with leadership, is that you have to control your emotions, at all times. At all times. And I'm not saying that you have to be an emotionless robot, but you do really need to understand that when you at least manage people, they're going to have their own lives. Birthdays, breakups, family, health. You have to be even like water. You have to be not even like water, rather. You need to be like the rock that the waves can crash into. And that's one thing I've learned. No matter how hard things get, because things get tough, I'm telling you right now. I understand that it is my role to have the brave face. And once I was content with that, it just allowed me to be a better business person and also still enjoy my life outside of business, because I was able to remember, look, things flow. Things are temporary. Bad times temporary. Even good times are temporary. So just remain even. So those are 3 quick things that I learned about leadership, and I've learned about leadership so far. And before I turn 25, I'll make a video about the things that I learned before turning 25, because there's a couple of those things. But these are a few quick things that have given me a lot of perspective and hopefully give you guys perspective as well. Now, if you like content like this, like, share, subscribe, comment, and hopefully you guys can integrate these things into your leadership. And if you're already doing them, more life, more power to you. As always, think mega. Take care.